Absolutely. And I don't think that Hitler and Mussolini ever even realized it. They get bagged. And they weren't nice people, mind you, but they get bagged.
From Texas, Mr. Chapman, what do you see Russia's stand in the Iran-Iraq area of conflict, and how will Russia fit into an Iranian attack?
Well, I think the possibility exists that Russia could get involved on the side of Iran. And they do have treaties with them. And I think the United States and the Western powers, the power behind government, is going to use that to cause a third world conflict, which will probably draw China in as well. And there'll be people killing people everywhere. And it's not going to be nice. But they'll definitely get involved somehow.
This question comes from a Navy officer there in Long Beach, California, who says, Mr. Chapman, you just said that China will be brought in. It is a well-known fact that the Chinese and the Iranians have been signing treaties here of late. Do you not feel that China would be more apropos to work with Iran up front first before the Russians do?
Yeah, I think they would, and because of oil. I mean, they're getting a lot of oil from Iran, and so it's a vital supply for them, and so they probably would very well go to Iran's aid before Russia would. I think Russia would deal more with NATO, and they've been making inroads in countries surrounding Russia, which Russia's not too happy about, and I can't blame them. Here you have governments that are thousands of miles away that are trying all the time to make their neighbors anti-Russian, and it's not an act of peace. It's aggravating to the Russians, and I don't blame them for being concerned about it. I mean, what reason does the United States have for being in Georgia or the Ukraine or Latvia, Lithuania, or Estonia, or in the Czech Republic, or in Poland for that matter? I mean, setting up missile bases and radar installations just hundreds of miles from the Russian border, I don't think that's very friendly. And Russia hasn't made any kind of overt move that would, have them do something like that. And believe me, both sides would know what's going on. And I know I worked in that theater. I mean, we knew and they knew everything that was going down, and they still do.
Mr. Chapman, do you have any knowledge of the major pipeline that's going through Afghanistan, and what the real fight of Afghanistan is concerning this 72-inch pipeline?
Well, they want to use it, needless to say. It's a private consortium, and they're counting on getting Caspian oil to run it down to Turkey and Israel. And so they want to use that pipeline. And that's part of the reason that they're there. There's financial interest involved as well.
Do you think the football player that was basically killed or murdered by the U.S. government a few years ago had knowledge of that simple fact?
I don't know. If I had to guess, I'd say yes. If I had to guess, he probably got there and was very outspoken about the fact that once he was there, he decided he really shouldn't be there because it wasn't the way it was presented, and the family believes he was killed by friendly fire. And I don't know. I don't know that much about it, but that's certainly possible.
from a Marine's perspective, Mr. Chapman, even though he was a military man for the Rangers, Pat Tillman we feel, was murdered. Next question here, just a second, guys. I know I'm getting a lot of pop-ups. Mr. Chapman, the stock market reversed a 2% surge in the Standard & Poor's today, but ExxonMobil is showing a loss in their profits. Oil prices have gone above $50. What do you see in the very short term with this kind of index?